Let's go live, man. This is incredible. This is almost the first day that I was going to go without speaking.
Mr. Diddy.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, and drink. Now grab your glass for that water. Get your bottle of that water. Twist the cap off that water. Lift and pour your water. Drink. Or should I say, live, pour, then drink. Relax a while. Now move your body and drink some water. Now move your body and drink some water. Oh. Now move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Fam, just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then. Take your breath and drink your water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. Stay healthy. Listen. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Culturally appropriate, of course. But take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Break down. Let's finish this drink so we get this libation on the way. Drink. I ain't do it this time. I guess I was confused between which hand to drink from, right? All right, family. Good morning to you. I want to say let's say great day. Great Ujamaa. In fact, so without any further ado, let's drink this water. Let's get down to the toast. Wait a minute, my hair's all messed up. I can't find my regular pick, so I got to pull out my emergency pick. You see it's plastic wrap, you know. Got that emergency protection around it. Just in case my main pick disappeared, I got my emergency pick. So I don't have to be on here looking crazy. I don't know where my pick is. But I'm sure one of my daughters got something to do with it. But I don't know why, because their hair braided. But hey, yours is about to, but not the reason why. Yours is about to do or die. Alright, cool. Let's run through this real quick. So now, if we have a show tonight, once again, I say if. Because I've been tired lately. So I come home and we'll go to sleep. But anyway, I still got to finish the newsletter. I'm still working on that. So we will be on day 65. We had a show tonight from the Ujamaa Journey Workbook, Tribal Quotes, compiled by Brother Hatim. That's me. Alright. Day 65. Okay, now it's not day 65. We're on day 66. It says, day 66. I submit to you that if a man hasn't discovered something that he will die for, he isn't fit to live. Martin Luther King Jr. Damn. Yeah. As you teach, you learn. This is a Jewish proverb. As you teach, you learn. And then, a slippery ground does not recognize kings. That's from Kenya and Uganda. A slippery ground does not recognize kings. I like that. I like that. I like that. Man, alright. So, like I said, if we had a show tonight, I'll be sending out the black signal letting people know. You know, if we having it, it'll be about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you're not on the black signal. Alright, so let's get this water drunk. Why is my chat, it say I am streaming nowhere? It says I'm streaming in no thing, but I got 3 people watching. So, y'all, we must be watching on the heavily net. I don't know what's going on here. Let me shouts out to Brother Kwame, shouts out to Sister Kim. I'm going to refresh real quick because I don't understand how it's like that. We'll try the fermented tea maybe on Kaumba. I still have not went down there and got my bottle of ambrosia. But should be at least 4 gallons down there. Down. Hopefully the Scobie is eating good so the Scobie could be healthy because you got to keep healthy Scobies. Alright. So first, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call the Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute. We say, Ashe. Alright, family. Here we go. We get to our list. We still don't know how many names. Brother Kwame estimated about 800. I don't know. Alright. We shout out Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Texana Davis. Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, Georgia and William Walter, Christopher Penny Ganson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fee, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Flard, Montague Pittman, El Nomo Expat, Ma Ra, Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Elder Pro Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lady, ISA, Wilbur Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley, and Illustrious Brother Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDonald, Jennifer Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Roger Triggs, Prince Johnson, Mary Frank, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCray, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Rem J. Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Rand Walker Sr., Sir Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Ware, Levita Farmer, Agosa Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, May Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Sarah Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mitchell Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sergeant Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Banks, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kenty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, May Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amitette Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frankie Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Diddy Mont Ayers, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Pasigi Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, Tafridas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scatterberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Daniel Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brownlee, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, Uncle Buki, Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt, Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavers, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Halsey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Colbert, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Frances, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Ellington Houston, Lynn Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett. Let me say that right. Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Jabea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shechem Aha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Coper, Joyce Swan, and Money Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNair, and Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, and Shelby McClendon. So, we move to our book. Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Ancestor, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Big Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joey, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Word, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Gracie Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denisa Gore, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled Issen, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, and Dominic Nichols. We lift up our glass to all of our ancestors, and we say Ashe. From their family, we move to the present moment. Of course, you know we are on Ujamaa. Ujamaa, man, are y'all ready? Ujamaa. For those that don't speak the language, it's collective, it's cooperative economics. So we want to activate our reticular formations somewhere in here. And we want to seek out cooperative economics. Demonic principle of the day is reciprocity. Gratitude is the M7 of the day. Green is the color. Got a little bit of green on. Matter of fact, green. Polarity. Polarity is the Hermetic law today. Male name is Yah. Female name is Yah. Excuse me. Female name is Yah. So we lift up our glass and we say Ashe, right? From there we move to our future, our futures, our future, our children, our children's children, on to infinity. We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there we move to all of our relations and we toast and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, we move to that selfish libation. That's for you, right? Give it up. What do you need in this moment to move towards greatness? Lift up our glass. We say Ashe. Last but not least, I toast the most magnificent, spectacular, fantastic individual in the room, and that just happens to be you. I toast you and I say Ashe, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years. Hot damn. Alright. So I'm out. I'm going to let this charge and I'm out. But y'all, I will see y'all maybe tonight. And if not tonight, tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we're going to try to go a little bit earlier. Alright. So I'm out. Peace. Peace out.